As we are doing every Monday, the importance of the time of the Salah. Inshallah, tonight I will continue the same topic. I have a couple of hadiths. The first hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man hafaza ala salawat al-khams, ruku'ahunna wa sujudahunna wa mawaqitahunna, wa alimahunna annahunna haqqun min indillah, dakhala al-jannata wa hurrima ala al-nar." The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever guard these 5 salat and he learned how to perform the ruku properly and the sujud as well, and also he is protecting this 5 salat, and at the same time he's also protecting the time of the salat as well. And he knew أنهن حق من عند الله, and he knew this is the obligation, the rights from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this person, if he does this, دخل الجنة, he will enter to Jannah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will make the fire of Jahannam haram upon this man. What he mentioned in the beginning and in the middle part of the hadith, not only he's protecting 5 salat, he's also protecting the ruku' as well. He could say only the one who protects 5 salat, but he said ruku'ahunna, because sometimes our ruku' is not going to be proper. We have this, I mentioned a couple of times. We have 2 problems in ruku'. Either the amount of time we are spending in ruku', or the way we are performing the ruku'. Like we cannot bend the we're supposed to be, or sometimes we just go and right away we get up, and we are not spending enough time. That's why the Prophet ﷺ specifically mentioned the one who's not only just protect the 5 salat, also he protect the ruku' as well. And we have, I noticed a couple of times we have some brother that has this issue. They just go ruku' and right away they get up. But even they perform the ruku', they are not bending the way it's supposed to. That's why there is the hadith in Sahih Muslim. Allah, He will not look at the salat of the man, the one who doesn't keep his back straight in the ruku'. He just do like this. مَنْ لَا يُقِيمُ صُلْبَهُ فِي الرُّكُوعِ. And the second thing the Prophet ﷺ mentioned was sujudahun, and the one who also got and protecting the sujud as well. Like it's basically, he's not rushing and he's spending enough time in ruku' and sajda. And the third thing he mentioned, وَمَوَاقِيتَهُنَّ, and the one who's protecting 5 salat, ruku' mashallah nicely, sujud nicely, but he's not protecting the time of the salat. He's praying sometimes he's not. And if he have this 4 qualities, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will allow him to enter Jannah, and Allah, He will make the Jannah haram upon this man. So basically this hadith is teaching us the importance of the time as well, which we are learning the time of the salah. Second thing is, I'd like to share the statement of Ibn Rajab rahimahullah. He said, مَا مِنْ قَوْمٍ فِيهِمْ مَنْ يَتَهَاوَنُ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَلَا يَأْخُذُونَ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ إِلَّا كَانَ أَوَّلُ عُقُوبَتِهِمْ أَنْ يُنْقَصْ مِنْ أَرْزَاقِهِمْ. He said, any nation, the one who's not, the group of people, they're not taking the salat very well, or they're lazy and they're not giving importance. وَلَا يَأْخُذُونَ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ, and they're not taking the salat on their hand. It means they're not taking like as a job. They have laziness, and sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. The first punishment they will receive from Allah, Allah will decrease their rizq. When you say, oh, I'm making so much money, still I'm not praying 5 times. Understand, if something's rizq coming from Allah, definitely. Maybe you can make money, but whenever this hadith, if this type of hadith you hear, is mean not only the rizq is coming with barakah and afiyat. It's not important how much you are making. Important is, are you making with barakah and afiyat? Has less problem and more blessings in your money, even you are making not much. Rather, you're making so much, but there is no afiyat and no barakah. And one of the signs, if the rizq has barakah and afiyat, whenever you use this money, and it can give you the good. But sometimes you're making a lot of money, but it's not giving you good. Rather, it's giving you good, it's depriving you from the good. This means the hadith, the Ibn Rajab Hanbali, he says, if people, they're not taking salat seriously, and they have laziness towards the salat, and they're not taking like as a task and responsibility, the first punishment, they will be punished by Allah. Allah will decrease their rizq with barakah and afiyah. And another hadith is narrated by Abu Qatada radiallahu anhu, said, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, أَمَا إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ فِي النَّوْمِ تَفْرِيطًا. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, if someone sleeps from the salat, it is not something, is tafreet. Tafreet is mean he is going beyond the limit. It is acceptable and is forgiven by Allah because he slept. He had no control over the sleeping. And problem is, إنما التفريط. What is the tafrit is? Which one you will consider this person is going beyond the limit of the Sharia? The person, مَنْ لَمْ يُصَلِّ الصَّلَاةِ, the one who does not offer the salah, and he just sitting on doing either activity and watching or any activity, and he does not pray on time, حَتَّى يَجِيءَ وَقْتُ الصَّلَاةِ الْأُخْرَى. He just pushed the salat until the next salat time is start. And then, 5 minutes left and he rush. This is the tafrit. If you slept and you wake up 3 minutes left, is not the tafrit. You did not go beyond the Sharia limit. But you just sitting and you know you can pray on time, you just keep looking at the clock and you just waiting entire time and the 5 minutes left and then you are rushing. As I mentioned this hadith last year, I remember, the Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, there is the salat of munafiq. Sahaba, when they heard and they asked, what is the salat of munafiq? The salat of munafiq is, he's sitting after Asr and he's looking at sun. When he see the sun about to set, then suddenly he get up and he pray and he rush. And he complete within 3 minutes. And then this is the salatul munafiq. Like entire time he have time and he can pray on time. But he keep pushing and delaying, and the time when he's about to set sun, and then he woke up and he get up, and then he rush, and then he just complete within 3-5 minutes. This is the salatul munafiq, he said in the hadith. It is the salat of the hypocrite man. So here is the same thing. He said, the tafrit is, the man is waiting, and he know he can pray on time, he just keep delaying, and until he see, I 5 minutes, let go pray. Maybe salat will be okay, and he will not be questioned, but still, it is violation. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ. Last thing which I like to mention, that the importance of the farad. Sometimes, something is important which is called fard and obligatory, and obligation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't value. Sometimes we see people, they value tahajjud more than salah, for example. Sometimes we value more nawafil than faraid, the praying faraid on their time. What is called this? It's called mathalul musalli. The example of the man, the one who's praying fard. Mathalul tajir. Like the one who's doing investment and tijarat and business. And he said, الَّذِي لَا يَحْصُلُ لَهُ الرِّبْحِ حَتَّى يَخْلُصَ لَهُ رَأْسُ الْمَالِ. And he said, وَكَذَلِكَ الْمُصَلِّي لَا تُقْبَلُ لَهُ نَافِلَةٌ حَتَّى يُؤَدِّي الْفَرِيضَةِ. He said, your capital is fard. So if you don't take the fard very well, and you have issue in your capital, and how can you make investment? How you can make even money from, how you can make even profit? How much your capital is strong and is protected, and then there is the chance you will not fall to loss, or you will not see the loss in your business. But if you have issue in your capital and you cannot save your capital, and don't even expect to make the profit. Same way he says, example of the fara'is for the life, in the life of the believer, like this man, he's putting his money in investment, and his money, like his capital money, is like a fard. And if you will take care this money very well, and there is the chance you make the profit. Same way he says, وَكَذَلِكَ الْمُصَلِّي, said the same example of the man who's praying, his nafil will not be acceptable until he will do the farz proper. And you can take anyway this one. Now, maybe some people, they have to go for Hajj. And they are qualified for Hajj. They have money, they have ability, they have help, but they are going Umrah every year. This example you can employ anywhere. It's not only for Salah. Some people, mashallah, every year regular Umrah, but you ask her, I'm busy that time. I have some other obligation. No, your Umrah will not be acceptable if you just delay the Hajj. Same way, your Nafil will not be acceptable if you are not performing for very well. So any Nafil activity, that's why there is the famous hadith, this long hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the love of Allah is like a house. And he said in the hadith, how you can enter the house without door? If you like to enter nicely, you have to go through the door. He said the door, the love of Allah, the door of the love of Allah, it cannot be opened without performing the fard. Like if you are willing to permit having the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your life, you have to be so strict and punctual and regular and fara'id. And then when you are regular, then Allah will open His door. And then after the Prophet ﷺ said, then this person حَتَّى يَتَقَرَّبْ إِلَيَّ بِالنَّوَافِلِ. So when you get enter, and there is the steps and ranks. How much you add more nawafil, and your love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be increased. But there is no way you push all the first one side, and picking mashallah so many nawafil, The scholar said there is no way you can gain the love of Allah. One of the shaykh was asked, what is the definition fard and nafil? There is one Sharia definition. Something come from Allah, it's farz. Something come from the Prophet ﷺ, it's nafil and sunnah. But he said in another way, he said, farz, wills of Allah. Nafil is your will. Simple definition. Fard is nafil and the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, He wants you to do this time. And nafil is your wish. You can do any time you want. So if you ignore the wills of Allah and you try to gain the love of Allah through your wills, highly impossible. So this is the hadith, and that's why it's important of the timing of the salat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, will continue the same next week, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and help us. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdihi, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.